Hey, what is up, everybody? This is episode one of The Great Awakening. My name is King Love. I'm here to guide you guys or answer your questions or just chat about what exactly is going on in the world to the best of my ability and how I see things. Um, to be 100% honest, I'm I've been waking up to this thing, it's like, okay, let me put it this way. You ever seen the movie The Matrix? The Matrix really shows how things really kind of are in like a philosophical way. And some people even talk about the Matrix as being like I don't know, like a documentary of sorts, where it's like, it's documenting what's really happening. And that's what really sometimes be happening, where it's like what you see in front of you is not really reality, but what you've been taught for so long your whole life. For example, what is a 9 to 5 job? Everybody goes to 9 to 5s, do their thing, and then go home. But then at the end of the day, when you look at a 9 to 5, it's like a box. It already fits you in a certain pattern of ways of working, and necessarily that's not a good thing. So, um, basically, a 9 to 5 puts you in a box. You stuck there, and then that's it. But moving forward, that's the kind of stuff I want to talk about. Where like, where did we really come from, and where are we going next? Because, for example, with 2020 that happened, a lot of government powers that be want us to go a certain way towards this thing called like a one world government or something like that, which to me sounds crazy that people think it's a good idea. But at the end of the day, that's what's kind of being pushed. But But there is a great awakening happening, as in the powers that be, the Illuminatis, the people at the top, for example, your bosses, 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 until infinity, until they reach the top level, are losing their ground. They're losing their power, which is why in 2020, for example, they had to stop everybody. They had to stop everybody from waking up in a way, because it was going to reach a it was going to reach some type of like mass effect, like a mass boom, it was going to reach critical mass, meaning like it was going to reach a point where everybody was going to wake up at basically the same time. But what happened was everybody went back to sleep at the same time because everybody went home or did this, stayed home for like 3 years and didn't really, interact or do anything else outside of that. But they tried to slow it down, right? They tried to slow down the Great Awakening, but here's the deal: it's still happening. It's still moving forward. I believe there is a higher power working with everybody, a higher consciousness at least, working through everybody to bring to us to free us all. The great texts, even from back in the day, like in the Bible or any other religion, really. Which religion is another thing. It's like I want to get into a lot of different sides of what's really happening and how they control us and how they keep us in a box. And yeah, this is kind of like the basis of this podcast is basically um, how the Great Awakening is happening, how, why, when, where things started, or why things, all these questions, um, until we reach the point where well, I'm not gonna reach a point with this podcast. I'm just gonna see through with it and keep it moving until the next thing. So right now, this podcast is about the Great Awakening, and like I said, I'm your host, King Love. I'm ready to have this conversation with people because I don't think a lot of people are having these conversations, even if it's behind, they're in, with one or two people, but not in groups of people or over large scale mass. So, I mean, I'm doing this in a way that I think I might get canceled. I might get blocked. I might do the things might. you know, might happen. But at the end of the day, I'm pushing this forward so that people are aware. That's the general idea. It's just the great awakening. People are getting awakened from their sleep, which is the basis of this. For example, I'll leave you with this question. Do you realize that there is a spiritual battle going on? Spiritual, like spirit, meaning whenever you see something good in your life happening, then it's like something bad happens, right? Maybe right after, or vice versa, or something like that. Or you just feel drained, like you just feel tired all the time. I mean, you go to work, you're tired, you go home, you're tired. That's not normal. So I'll leave you with that. Think about, like, it might be a very open-ended question, but think about what that even means, right? And on top of that, um, like, where are we going? Like, where are you living your life? Are you living the 9 to 5, get a house, get a car, get 2 kids, get a motorcycle if you can, get a boat, whatever, and then retire and die? Or like, what is it looking like? Like, what is your life outside of that one thing they want us to do forever? So keep that in mind. I'm gonna pause the intro video for now. I mean, the intro audio for now, this introduction, and then we'll keep it moving to the next one. I believe that there's a lot more to come,